Hello YouTube, and welcome to Fractured Legacy Productions. My name is Mordain, and this will be the second time I've tried going through and recording this because something keeps going wrong and the webcam wants to reconnect. So if something goes wrong again and it looks like it makes a jump in the video, it's just me trying to reconnect the webcam. Because if it only happens once, I'm fine with that. So far it just keeps happening like every 3 seconds after it happens the first time. But I'm gonna do a few bits today, because if you've seen any of my other videos, because I only have 3 up at the moment, and then there'll be this one, if you've seen any of my other 3 videos, you've seen me do video breakdowns of Dillon the Hacker. And yeah, like I just said, I'm gonna do a few things today, and it's past midnight, so it's July 5th now. But in honor of the 4th of July, I'm gonna set off a couple fireworks of my own. Figuratively, of course. I speak good. And yes, I make a slight fool of myself. I have no problem with that. I find it fun. But I don't want to edit my videos because I want this to be as real as possible. So, yeah. If I make a fool of myself, okay. I have fun doing this. I have fun making YouTube videos. But I found the Daily Dot interview with Dillon the Hacker that he left in the description, and I actually went through it and I read it, and it's not as impressive as he made it seem. I kind of find it more like the Daily Dot's not really insulting him because they're just asking honest questions like I am, but I don't really know how to explain it, so I'll just read through it. That'll be the first of 3 things I'm going to I plan on doing. And it's titled An Interview with Dillon the Hacker, Teenage Leader of 4chan and Anonymous, by Fernando Alfonso III, on April 9th, 2014. He calls himself the leader of 4chan, a true alpha and a master hacker. The one title he forgot was Expert Troll. Dylan Henderson has nabbed headlines on Vice's Motherboard and Complex this week thanks to a series of cringeworthy videos. The 15-year-old berates 4chan, Reddit, and popular YouTuber Felix PewDiePie Kelberg, and I don't know if that's pronounced right. Forgive me if it isn't. That's just the best that I got. And also champions himself as the world's premier hacker. Since uploading his first YouTube video Thursday, Henderson has followed it up with 4 more. They've collected a combined 111,000 views. Each video features the bespectacled teenager in his bedroom firing off a barrage of insults. Mark this down on your calendars and burn it into your memory forever, because you're going to want to tell your grandchildren someday, Henderson says in his first video, getting so close to the camera you can see his braces. I'm going to stop right there real quick. This is a question to the Daily Dot, and I'm not attacking anyone I but I'm not attacking anyone I give questions to in this video. They're just questions, something I get curious about. But why does it matter he gets so close that you can see his braces? No, I'm not defending him in any way. I mean, you could just be describing it for people who haven't seen his video, but that's just random side question. Carrying on. Where were you when you first heard of Dillon the Hacker? This is the most important moment of your life. If indeed the sole purpose of Henderson's videos was to piss off YouTube commenters and 4chan's users, he's done that in spades. Here's a small sampling of the 1,000 hate-filled YouTube comments and countless 4chan threads trashing the teen. I'm not going to go through and read these because the text is small. I'm not actually on a computer monitor. I'm using a TV in my room with HDMI cable so I can see most things of what I'm doing and manage the windows easily. But I'll put a description in. I am not doing good tonight. I'm trying to rush my way through this. That way, if anything does go wrong with the camera, it hopefully won't happen until close to the end of the video. I'll put a link in the description below to the Daily Dot, and you can come through and you can read this if you want. There's been a lot of speculation as to who Henderson is and what he's really trying to accomplish with his videos. He isn't the first person to use 4chan to help jumpstart a career, and he's certainly not the first to bait the community into raging. But there was something a bit different, something genuinely innocent about Henderson that 4chan hasn't seen since 2008. That's the year when 4chan became obsessed with Katie Boxy Wayne, a teenage girl with heavy black eyeliner who became 4chan's muse and target, and as was the case with Wayne. 4chan is obsessed with figuring out who Henderson really is. Is he an actor or just some bored teen, and what sort of programming chops does he really have? And if there's breaks where there shouldn't be in me talking, sorry. I am in mostly dark and I'm staring at the screen and it's really bright and it's hurting my eyes. And then it says, I asked him. And this is from the Daily Dot. In your videos you often look down at your screen as if you're reading from a script. Can you explain this? Dillon answers, yes, I was reading off my screen. I wrote down some talking points before making the video so that I could remember what I wanted to say. Daily Dot proceeds to ask him, are you an actor? And Henderson replies, there's nothing about Dillon the Hacker that is fake. You have so many actors on YouTube playing fake characters for attention, like Boogie2988, not sure who that is, or Shane Dawson, who dresses up in ridiculous costumes. I know who that is. I know of Shane Dawson, and I like his videos. I'm not a huge fan. I mean, you couldn't ask me Shane Dawson trivia, but I know a couple of his videos. I've seen some of them, and I find them genuinely funny. But he says, my goal is to bring reality back to YouTube by telling it like it is. A lot of people like Undertaker Freak 1127, he was basically the main point of one of Dillon the Hacker's videos. If you want to see that, I believe it was the first or second part of my video breakdown. Or I'll also just put a link to Dillon's video below. And The Amazing Atheist, I don't think I've heard of that person. Wish that I am fake or that I am trolling because I scare them so much. But unfortunately for all of them, their worst fear is true. This is real. Dillon the Hacker is real and he is taking over YouTube. Question for you, Dillon? Or statement, more likely? Yeah, first one, statement. Good luck taking over YouTube. You'll need it. Not really a question, again, a statement. I don't wish that you were fake or that you were trolling. I'm pretty sure you are. I think that you are. But just because I think that doesn't mean I'm scared, because I'm not. I've stated this before. I'm not scared of you. And okay, yeah, you're real. Or at least Dillon the Hacker's real. He has a channel on YouTube. But as far as actually being a hacker, I don't know. How did you become the leader of 4chan and Anonymous? Anonymous is a collective group of hackers who usually do not want to reveal their identity. I became the leader of the group simply by being the one brave enough to step up and take it. I saw a position that needed to be filled and I stepped up to the plate. I have been the leader ever since. And then the Daily Dot asks, what is a typical day like as the leader of 4chan? And then... oh, and anything I'm reading off of here is not paraphrased. I'm reading it directly off the page. Henderson proceeds to answer, I spend most of my day coding and writing new applications. I can't talk about the other activities I am involved in on the Tor network due to security reasons. I'm still in high school technically, but I'm taking college courses. I have an IQ of 143 and have been hacking/coding since I was 2 years old. I don't believe you've been hacking/coding since you were 2 years old. As far as the IQ goes, maybe that's true. I don't know. And I'm not going to speculate on that because then that's just gonna seem like I'm trashing you and trying to insult you. But as far as the being 2 years old and hacking/coding, I don't believe. And then the Daily Dot asks, 4chan recently celebrated its 10-year anniversary, making it one of the oldest web communities still in existence. What attracted you to the site, and do you have a favorite image board? Henderson replies, I enjoy 4chan because it is raw and uncensored like me. As a world elite hacker, I can't deal with unintuitive websites like Reddit or Tumblr that will censor me for telling the truth. My current favorite board on 4chan is the /f, I don't know if I really need to say the slashes, but S4S. And I'm not quite comfortable with cursing. I don't like it. So I'll do stuff 4chan says. Except it's not stuff. I'm pretty sure you guys can figure it out. Board. And then Daily Dot proceeds to ask, these days Anonymous seem to have been eclipsed by hackers from the Syrian Electronic Army, SEA. Do you have a message for SEA or for Anonymous? And then Henderson replies, I've never heard of the Syrian Electronic Army, but if they think they're going to be the top dogs in the new era of hacking, then I welcome their challenge. I'm currently in the process of forming my own new hacker group, which will be called the Meme Crew. Some of the members include BG Kumbi, Straight Up Street, and a secret mystery member who is very big on YouTube but wants to remain in the dark for now. I just find it interesting that this person that's so big on YouTube that you supposedly have with you is wanting to stay in the dark. And they just happen to want to stay in the dark. I mean, maybe you have them, maybe you don't. As far as that goes, since they conveniently want to stay in the dark and they're so big on YouTube, I'm going to go with you don't actually have them. That's just me following my intuition and what I believe. Just a moment. Okay. Daily Dot then proceeds to ask, what are your thoughts on Christopher Mootpool, and the creator of 4chan? And then it says, I have an enormous amount of respect for Moot. Yes, I will punish him if I have to, but just like with Anonymous, it's out of love. As a parent, you sometimes have to give your children a spanking to keep their behavior in check. That is what I will do to Moot, but only if I have to. The comments left on your YouTube videos are pretty inflammatory. Anything you'd like to say to your haters? I respect everyone who is brave enough to stand up to me. Most people I encounter are too cowardly to step to me. So when someone actually has the courage to insult me, I respect them for it. See, that's what I don't get. If people insult you, you respect them for it, yet Undertaker 1127 was a faker and a coward when he stepped up to you, and then you hacked him and you were pissed off because he was insulting you in 4chan, if I remember correctly from the video. That's not really having respect for him. But okay, moving on. Daily Dot proceeds to ask, what do your parents think of your videos? My best friend Kevin is also a YouTuber. He is better known as BG Kumbi, and he supports my videos and has promoted my channel to his fans to help me. My father is away a lot. He works as a supervisor on offshore oil rigs. There we go. So he doesn't really know about my hacker life. My mom hears me making videos in my room, and I've explained to her what I am doing, but she is out of touch with the internet and doesn't really understand what YouTube is. And what can you do to prove you are a real person? And then it has him, it has a screen grab of him via YouTube. But yeah, I'll put a link to that in the description after the video. The next thing I'm going to do, the second of 3 items I'm going to cover, is PewDiePie is dead, Dillon the Hacker has arrived. And you will recognize that it sounds a lot like Dillon the Hacker's video, PewDiePie is dead, the Dillon Revolution has begun, but this one is his friend BG Kumbi. So I'm going to try once again playing the audio through my speakers, and then pause and comment on the video at times I feel necessary. So I'm going to turn it up a little bit, because if I remember correctly, he was very quiet last time.
PewDiePie fans, this is all to you.
Yeah, I'm going to restart that, just in case.
PewDiePie fans, this is all to you. You're finished. Sorry to tell you, but the YouTube you know is going to be forever changed.
And if I'm looking over to that side, it's me watching the video, because like I said, I have a TV, so I have the stuff split up. And PewDiePie fans aren't finished, because I'm a fan of PewDiePie, but it's not like I'm gonna sit there and worship him and stuff, and I don't plan on being finished anytime soon. So, and as far as YouTube being changed forever, yeah, YouTube changes itself quite a lot, so the YouTube I know changes quite a bit forever. But continuing.
That's right. My friend Dillon, who is a professional hacker, has joined me in this battle against PewDiePie.
See, this guy looks around a lot. It looks like maybe he's looking at different parts of his screen or something, but with the way he looks around a lot, because if you're going to be talking and saying stuff while looking around a lot and trying to sound serious and you're not really maintaining eye contact, people aren't going to believe what you have to say. So, and no, I'm not trying to attack you, it's just, like I said, I believe this is one giant hoax, and if you want to at least have a good hoax, or at least just have a hoax in general, make it a good one. Don't waste everyone's time with a horrible hoax that no one is going to believe, because you can't even make... The main thing with getting someone to believe you is maintaining eye contact.
And of course, his fans.
At least for me. It's eye contact, and then I'll believe almost everything you say. Almost. And as far as Dillon joining you in the battle against PewDiePie and his fans, I've stepped up to Dillon the Hacker. I don't know if he's seen any of my videos. If so, I'd like a response from him, and I'd also like to hear from you. What was your name? Let me go back to the interview. It gives me your real name, Kevin. And as far as everyone being fake, I've introduced myself as Mordane in my videos so far, but my actual first name is Sebastian, so that way people can't run around calling me fake. There we go. That is my actual first name. Mordane is just an online name I use in games for my avatar, and I liked it, so I stuck with it for my YouTube channel. So there you go, that's my name. You can't call me fake now. And yeah, I've stepped up to Dillon, not step 2, because then that makes it look like I'm gonna fight. And I've questioned him, and any questions I ask throughout this part of this video, Kevin, I would like answers from you if you see this.
You have awoken the dragon, Bro Army. And once Dillon is unleashed, there is no stopping his wrath. He is the most elite hacker in the entire universe. And he is the hacker that brought down Osama bin Laden. You're done, bro.
I'm sorry, did you say Osama bin Laden? I don't buy that one bit. Because, I'm pretty sure Osama bin Laden was killed 2011? I might be wrong. And that interview was 2014 and he was 15, so 3 years ago he would have been like maybe 12, possibly 13, depending on when his birthday is. I mean, sure, it's possible, but that's so far-fetched that I won't even believe it for a second unless I somehow get completely undeniable proof of that, so no.
Army. PewDiePie will be hacked. And not only is Dillon going to hack PewDiePie, but Dillon is going to steal PewDiePie's entire YouTube channel, and then he's going to make himself into the new PewDiePie.
But PewDiePie is a nerd, and he wants to destroy PewDiePie, so if he makes himself the new PewDiePie, is he going to destroy himself? But I'm also using fractured logic there. But I don't even understand. Why make himself the new PewDiePie? Why take over all of PewDiePie's channel? Yep. Those are questions I want answered from either Dillon or you, Kevin, if either of you see this video.
The era of the Bro Army ends now.
It ends now? Right now? As in, right now I'm listening to this, or right now when you posted it, because the Bro Army's still around? And unless it ends right now while I'm listening to it, it's still around.
The era of the BG Kumbi revolution begins now.
So is it the BG Kumbi revolution or the Dillon revolution? I'm confused. You guys have a lot you need to work out.
And me and Dillon aren't just going to stop with PewDiePie. Of course not. Now that Dillon is here, we are calling out everybody. I'm talking full-scale war on all of YouTube. Okay?
All of YouTube, huh? Well, I'm part of YouTube. Okay. I'm not gonna join your little war, 'cause that's just complete freaking petty. But if you wanna... I know this isn't anything that was posted before I started my channel back up, but if you're gonna call me out after this, I'm fine with that. I'm not gonna get angry. I'm not gonna feed your little fire that you and Dillon have going. Yes, I'm giving you the attention, and I've said before I am a fool because of that, but I'm not gonna give you the anger and the hatred to work off of. That way I'm feeding your little fire as minimally as possible.
Shane Dawson, Smosh, the Amazing Atheist, and yeah. This is the age of revolution. The revolution. The Dillon-lution is here. Now, everyone in the Kumbi army, I want you to go subscribe to Dillon. Do it right now. Subscribe and show your support for my best friend and the new voice of YouTube. Dillon will lead you all to your salvation.
Like I've said before, I'm a Christian, and I'm not going to cram my religion down anyone's throat, but I know Dillon isn't going to take me to my salvation. Jesus Christ did that. And... What was the other thing? There was something else in that small section. I'm going to go back a little bit.
Do it right now. Subscribe and show your support for my best friend and the new voice of YouTube.
New voice of YouTube, that was it. He's not the new voice of YouTube until he's the only person on YouTube, and as long as I am still around, he will not be the only voice on YouTube, because even if he takes everyone else down, which he won't, and even if he were to take me down and take my channel, which he won't, I just create a new channel, I make more videos. If you take that channel, I do the same thing again. I'm not gonna go away. I'm not gonna have someone order me around and become my voice and say that what they want is what I want, because it's not. Nothing you or Dillon want is what I want. So let's continue for the last 20 seconds of the video.
Dillon will lead you all to your salvation on YouTube here. Believe in the power of a professional hacker. He will change the face of the internet forever if you just go subscribe to him now. This is Mbiji Kumbi here. The Bro Army is finished.
Bro Army is still not finished, and if he can only become the new face of YouTube if I subscribe to him, then I'll make sure not to subscribe to him, because I don't want him being the face of YouTube or the internet or anything like that. And for my final thing, this one's gonna set off a lot of red flags, and I'm coming up on to 25 minutes here, so I'll try and wrap this up as quick as I can. This one's for PewDiePie, and PewDiePie, I am not defending Dillon the Hacker in any way, just like how I said I wasn't defending you in any way. These are honest questions, and calling you PewDiePie doesn't feel right, because I'm talking to the guy behind PewDiePie. I am talking to Felix. So I went back and I checked up on the PewDiePie roast feed to see what was going on in there. And there's a lot of stuff going on in here, but the main thing that I noticed was that PewDiePie's channel commented on this, and he's always saying, you know, he's telling his bro army, ignore the haters, ignore them, they're nothing but trolls, all this other stuff. And I saw a couple comments from PewDiePie, and I don't know if it was actually you, Felix, or if you could have been hacked. Like I said, doubtful. Dillon's not gonna hack anything. But it says, and like I said, I'm not really comfortable with cursing, but this isn't me, this is what I'm reading off the page. And it's PewDiePie saying, let's frag this piece of shit. That doesn't seem to be ignoring the haters in any way, shape, or form. Yes, this guy's pretty much slandering your name completely in this 50 seconds that it is, or however long the full roast is, but how are you any better than him by retaliating with just as much anger and resentment as he seems to have for you. It's not gonna prove anything, and yeah, I doubt my videos are gonna prove anything, but if you're gonna reply, don't... I've seen some of your replies to the hate you get. You're better than that. And no, I'm not here to worship PewDiePie. I'm stating a fact of what I've seen. PewDiePie can take hate. I know that much. But seriously, man, you're better than that. So, if... This is why I'm trying to talk about this like this. I want to talk to Kevin, I want to talk to Dillon, I want to talk to Felix about the stuff I don't agree with, but you don't have to be angry. The way I'm talking to you, I want to treat you all like you're real people. I want questions answered if these videos are ever viewed by any of you guys, and there's just no need for the anger and resentment and hatred that's on here. But that's not the only one. It looked like there was a second one, and it said the only joke in this video is you. Oh, nope, this one might be fake. 18 videos, yep, that one's a fake one. Was the other one real? I thought I saw one that was real. Hold on. I might have jumped the gun on this one. Yep, completely jumped the gun on that one. Looked legit until I watched the, looked at the number of videos he had. So... Okay. Well. Okay. Looks like I stuck my foot in my own mouth. So as far as that goes, I will apologize to PewDiePie for jumping the gun like that and not actually putting research and time into that. Awkward. Yes, I was wrong. I will admit that. Now that's cleared up. I was gonna say, I know for a fact that he doesn't react like that. Oh well. But no, seriously. If you do see this, Felix, I want to know what you think of this. Not just my video. I want to see what you think of Dillon and Kevin as well as this video. And then Kevin and Dillon, I would like, if you see this, to get responses from you guys answering the questions that I have in this video as well as my other three. Again, I would like to apologize to PewDiePie, Felix, I keep calling him PewDiePie, but no, I would like to apologize for Felix for jumping the gun like that, and on that note of having to swallow my own pride, see you guys next time.